ICE went in and they arrested a Palestinian activist who they say is helped leading the Columbia University protest. The leader of all of this, his name is Mahmoud Khalil, and he was taken into custody at a university-owned apartment on New York City's Upper West Side.
So this is what we call the find out phase. You messed around, they allowed them to mess around campus for months. It turns out
last night, the Department of Homeland Security showed up to Mahmoud Khalil's apartment, detained and arrested him for his activism at Columbia. Mahmoud was one of the lead negotiators for the Gaza Solidarity Encampment that happened last spring. He graduated from Columbia in December. He has a green card. He is a permanent resident. His wife is a citizen, also 8 months pregnant.
There is growing backlash right now after ICE agents took into custody a Palestinian grad student and activist at Columbia University just over the weekend. An attorney for Mahmoud Khalil says that her client played a prominent role in protests against Israel on the campus last year and then called
known for his leadership in last year's pro-Palestinian protests. Mahmoud is a legal resident, and it is reported that his green card has been revoked. Khalil.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you're at. All my returning subscribers, you guys, thank you so very much for the love and support, because whatever you add on here, it honestly means a lot to me. And to anybody who is seeing me for the very first time, my name is Sumi, and I hope you'd really do consider subscribing on the channel. Tap on that bell so that every time I upload anything on here, you're always notified. Without even wasting time, let's go direct into today's episode. So today I found this trendy video of this Palestinian man who is being arrested. My question is, why did he have to put himself in this position, in this situation? I'm literally confused. I don't know, should I even sympathize with him, or I don't have to sympathize with him? There is something many people literally forget, is that when you go to any country, even if you do have a green card, you are still a visitor. So him putting himself in such a situation, I feel like he has always been risking his life, and probably he was ready for anything that was going to come out. Because I also came out across videos of some people saying that, oh, you should free. I don't know, you people, should we really sympathize with this man, or we shouldn't? Because I feel like he literally put himself in this position. This is literally the time we call the FAFO time. Figure out and find out, literally. So, without me even going so deep into these videos, let us watch these few clips and let me know exactly what you think about them down in the commentary. Shout out to all these creators for always bringing these videos to us so that we can always enjoy them.
ICE went in and they arrested a Palestinian activist who they say is helped leading the Columbia University protest. The leader of all of this, his name is Mahmoud Khalil, and he was taken into custody at a university-owned apartment on New York City's Upper West Side.
So this is what we call the find out phase. You messed around, they allowed them to mess around campus for months. It turns out this guy is not even an American citizen. It's a right to come to this country. There's a right, it's a privilege to come to this country. There's a privilege to get a visa. This guy has been stirring up nonsense on the college campuses. And so Marco Rubio revoked his visa and his green card. This is what the Secretary of State is saying. We will be revoking the visas and the green cards of Hamas supporters in America so they can be deported. And I totally support this action, bro.
Right. Last night, the Department of Homeland Security showed up to Mahmoud Khalil's apartment, detained and arrested him for his activism at Columbia. Mahmoud was one of the lead negotiators for the Gaza Solidarity Encampment that happened last spring. He graduated from Columbia in December. He has a green card. He is a permanent resident. His wife is a citizen, also 8 months pregnant. Last night, as they were entering their apartment, two plainclothes DHS officers shoved in after them and then started questioning Khalil and detained him. According to his wife, the agent said that Mahmoud's visa had been revoked, but he's not on a visa. he has a green card. And when she went and grabbed the green card from their apartment and came back to show them, one of the agents who was on the phone seemed confused and said he has a green card, and then said, oh, his green card has been revoked too. As this was happening, Mahmoud was on the phone with his attorney explaining the situation, trying to figure out what was going on. The attorney asked the agents for a warrant, to see some kind of a warrant, because Mahmoud is a green card holder, he's a permanent resident. The agents then hung up the phone on the attorney. Mahmoud was initially detained in ICE custody here in New York and has apparently since been moved to New Jersey. But there are reports saying that he may be sent as far as Louisiana. Here is an update in case you want to pause and read more. This is an absolutely batshit insane situation. A permanent resident was arrested for exercising his right to protest Israel, to speak out against Israel. There are so many people to blame for this, so many people who made this possible. The Trump administration, the Biden administration, Columbia University. This could not be taking place without all that the Biden administration did to demonize these protesters, to call them anti-Semitic extremists and terrorists, and Columbia sicking police on their own students. There is a petition going around that you can sign. It also will allow you to send emails on behalf of Mahmoud and his situation. This is a deeply fascist and alarming development. All of this for daring to protest Israel.
So pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas activists at universities are now being arrested under the Trumpy administration for protesting the Hamas and Izzy situation. Okay, I can't say what I want to say, the G side. Y'all know what it is. Okay, so y'all being arrested. Trumpy said that if you are not from this country and you here on a visa and you protested, you're getting deported, all right? He's already deported one of y'all. And he also said for the other ones, y'all getting arrested, or y'all going to be kicked out of your schools. So people like Maya and other activists that were running their mouth about how bad it would be to put Kamala in office because Kamala is just like Frumpy. Look at you now. I swear, y'all, like the leopards are eating your faces. I swear the leopards are eating your faces. This is what y'all get. You got what you voted for, or didn't vote for, or asked people to sit out from. Now y'all being arrested. Now y'all being persecuted for using your First Amendment right, which would have never happened under Kamala Harris's administration. It would have never happened. So as he's rounding y'all up and deporting y'all or arresting y'all or expelling y'all, please be reminded that this is what you fought for. You fought for your First Amendment right to be stripped. You can't make these stories up.
On Saturday, Trump's immigration agents dragged Mahmoud Khalil, a Palestinian legal permanent resident of this country whose wife is 8 months pregnant, out of his Columbia University apartment. As of this morning, he's in ICE custody in Louisiana. Secretary of State Marco Rubio posted that they're revoking Mahmoud's green card. Let's be clear, Mahmoud hasn't been charged with any crime. He was kidnapped by the Trump administration because he participated in campus protests at Columbia against the genocide in Gaza. Palestinian students at Columbia are now reported to be terrified of coming to class and are locking themselves up in their dorms. This is a blatant assault on the First Amendment, a sign of advancing authoritarianism under Trump, and something that must be opposed by all of us.
It was never about coming here legally, ever. They've gone after individuals who have had their U.S. citizenship their entire fucking lives, and now they're going after green card holders. So Mohammed Khalil, a Palestinian graduate student at Columbia University, was arrested by ICE due to him advocating and protesting for Palestine. This arrest follows one of Trump's executive orders that directed the government to punish those who are advocating for Palestine, which they deem as anti-Semitic harassment and violence. Trump says this is the first of many to come, and this should fucking scare you. A green card holder has freedom of speech, the freedom to protest, freedom of assembly. If they will take their rights away, they will take your rights away. If you say something they don't like, they're not just going after people who didn't come here legally, because they are going to make it where you came here illegally because you said something they did not like. First, they told Khalil that his visa was canceled. He's not on a visa. He's a legal permanent resident. So after Khalil's wife went to go get the green card to show ICE, they said the green card has been revoked. Mind you. The reason they revoke green cards is if there's criminal activity or fraud in the application process. Elon Musk grad. It's crazy because this is coming from the party that claims that they support the First Amendment. Only when you say things that they also agree with is when they support the First Amendment, though.
You guys, according to this Mohammedi situation, I'm not even saying that he deserves to be in jail, because it's really not good to wish others bad, because he is a man who has been with a wife who is a resident of America. He has a green card. But there is one thing that he forgot. He literally put himself in this situation, okay? Knowing that anytime anything can happen. You know that green card can be detained anytime. What exactly has happened to him? So this is a situation that I want to know from you guys. What do you think? Do you think what we should sympathize with Muhammad? I'm not going to say that him coming out and actually fighting for the rights of other students or the Palestinians, it is bad. They have their own oppressions. They have their own things they are going through, as maybe some of us we may not understand. But I feel like me, if I was in a foreign country, I'll be the most humble person ever. Just be humble. I wouldn't put myself in such positions, you know? So these are the same people we are going to find again after them putting themselves in such positions. They'll start coming out and saying, dear black people, we need your help. Dear black people, we need your help. Why are you putting yourselves in positions and then you start coming out and asking for black people to come and help you? Anywho guys, so if you've really watched this video up to this far, I am thinking that you're really engaged in it and you have enjoyed it. So let me know what you think about it down in the commentary. And of course, if you are also watching me for the very first time, again, consider subscribing. And by the way, guys, we do have a package for the people who really want to support this channel. We do have the membership that is only for the people who really want to become real or permanent members for this channel. I'll always keep on reminding you guys in all my videos. If you're really interested, you can go ahead, tap up there. You will see it. You will see where you have to join from. We do have 2 stages. I have the silver and gold. So check them out, and maybe you just want to say thank you, Sumi, for the work you're doing on this channel. Thank you for always updating us with these videos. So you can go ahead and join. Again, I remain Sumi. We shall meet again in another episode that I'll be uploading soon. I love you all, guys. Stay blessed.